question has been asked before about some just basic strategies, some garden techniques to maintain certain foods like beans. You know, kale, collards, they're relatively low maintenance. They grow on their own. Everything really will grow on its own if left alone. However, there are some things that do need a little bit of help. One of them is the peppers. If you can come close, you'll see the fact that, matter of fact, you'll see what didn't work and you'll see what's working, right next to it. A picture worth 1,000 words right there. But right here, these are stakes. And the stakes are here because the nature of this plant, the stem is kind of flimsy. So we're supporting it in its growth, right? By staking it up. And then look at these. I don't know if y'all really see these peppers up in here. Abundant peppers. And these, now they're starting to get cool, it's off the chain. And if you look at these white flowers, each one of these flowers represents a new fruit. I said fruit. I know we're told that peppers are vegetables, they're fruit. Why are they fruit? Because they produce a flower, and then out of the flower, out of that comes the fruit, right? Comes the product. So this is a fruit, right? So that's what we do with the peppers. Another thing about the peppers, a real life hack about the peppers, just like tomatoes, they tend to lack magnesium in this environment. So one of the things that we do is feed them like milk powder. We feed them things like Epsom salt, that kind of thing that helps to, and you don't just pour it on there. You can look at the directions, you can dilute it and just give it some Epsom salt from time to time. It helps to strengthen up the magnesium. Let's go over here because this is another example I want to share with you. You can walk around this way. Walk this way. I'm following directions, y'all. And I'm happy to be following directions. When you got clear directions, that's such a wonderful blessing of life. Same thing with the beans. These are pole beans. Some of y'all came to market, you tasted them. So they're called pole beans because they flourish. Their nature is to run. Not run like Carl Lewis, Edward Moses, but run like they move. They go like melons and other kind of fruit. They shoot off and they keep on growing. They don't stay in one place. So therefore, to support them in their nature, what do we do? You create these trellises. This is a simple one that is really like a teepee that we created. 2 of these cattle prods, fences, and boom, let them do their thing. That's one thing that I want to say before we seal up. If you allow things to flourish according to their nature, they will absolutely do just that. They will flourish. So let's just put it another way. If you allow things to grow and exist peacefully according to their nature. So that's, for your people, for yourself first of all, and for the people around you, get to learn their nature. Get to study people's nature, people's ways, the way they really came into this world, their default settings. And if you do what you can do as another person, or as we're talking about plants, as a steward of the land, as a caretaker, as Khalifa, as vicegerent of the Most High here on this earth to grow abundance, you will see things will flourish. So this is what we're doing. So that's why we say all the time, soil is the most important ingredient in agriculture. And second most important factor is learning the nature of the plants. Because once we know the nature of something, we put it in the right place and then we just cooking with gas. And we can just go ahead and have a nice little holiday at the lake and come on back and there'll be plants, food, abundant food waiting for us. Just make sure if you're going to that holiday at the lake, make sure it ain't real hot. If it is real hot, make sure you got somebody, one of your neighbors' children, to water the garden so you don't come back to just scorched earth. Life is a farm.